Hi, and welcome back to Ukraine, the dark and light. Welcome back. Here's the latest Ukraine war news. Ukrainian forces are cutting off Russian logistics near Pokrovsk, Donetsk region. An airstrike destroyed the road linking Selydove and Pokrovsk, blocking Russia's ability to move light vehicles toward the city, according to Ukraine's 7th Air Assault Corps. Using heavy fog as cover, Russian forces set up a pontoon crossing between Yalta and Dachne, moving around 10 vehicles across. Although detected late, Ukraine's 42nd Mech Brigade quickly struck back with drones, taking out 2 tanks, 5 armored vehicles, and personnel. During the November 14th drone strike on Kyiv, 73-year-old Nataliya Khodemchuk was killed. She was the widow of Valery Khodemchuk, the first victim of the Chernobyl disaster. A Russian Shahed drone hit her building, leaving her with severe burns. She died the next morning in hospital. Trump claims the fighting in Ukraine could end soon, calling it the worst bloodbath since World War II. He says pressure through India and oil is working, and other countries are stepping back. When Russia sells oil, it has money to act. I think we'll solve this, hopefully soon. Satellite images of the Novorossiysk port air defense site show there were 7 S-400 launchers likely caught in the blast zone before the recent Neptune strike. The footage reveals clear explosions and a secondary blast. Now everyone's waiting for post-strike images to see the full damage. More details emerge from the missile and drone strike on Novorossiysk. Critical oil transfer infrastructure was hit, including loading piers, pipelines, and pumping stations. Ryazan's oil refinery was hit again overnight. Locals heard over 10 explosions and a large fire broke out near the site. This refinery is one of Russia's top 5 and a key fuel supplier for several regions. It's been targeted at least 5 times now. Ukraine's air defense took down 93 targets overnight. Russia fired off 3 Kinzhal missiles and 135 attack drones, mostly Shaheds, from different angles. They managed to shoot down 2 Kinzhals and 91 drones, but there were some hits and debris at 17 spots. Next, Ukraine's Air Force used GBU-62 JDAM-ER guided bombs to destroy a bridge that Russian forces were using to support their assault operations near Huliaipol in Zaporizhzhia Oblast. The strike successfully disrupted a key logistics route. Russia plans to ramp up production of guided aerial bombs to around 120,000 units this year, including about 500 newer models with extended range, according to Ukrainian military intelligence, as reported by Reuters. This signals a continued focus on mass airstrike capability in the war against Ukraine. In good news, Ukraine has launched serial production of the Octopus drone interceptor, designed to counter Shahed drones. Defense Minister Shmyhal said the technology has been handed to 3 manufacturers, with 11 more preparing production. Developed with the UK, Octopus is expected to be produced in the thousands each month. At the Frontline, during a mission near Ukraine's northern border, a Russian FPV drone narrowly missed a group of Ukrainian special forces, saving their lives. Operators from the 2nd Squad of the 4th SSO Regiment Ranger skillfully evaded the strike while withdrawing from their position. Ukraine's Air Force spokesperson Yuri Ikhnat confirmed that Kyiv was targeted by multiple ballistic missiles, 9 Iskanders, of which 6 were successfully intercepted. He praised the effectiveness of the Patriot systems and added that 2 Kinzhal air ballistic missiles were also downed. As for the Zircon missile reportedly launched at Sumy, he noted that information is still being clarified. President Zelensky will meet with Emmanuel Macron in Paris on Monday, according to BFM TV. The visit comes amid intensified Russian attacks and ongoing discussions about strengthening European military support for Ukraine. In very sad news, during another night attack by Russia on Kyiv, a teacher of the preschool structural unit of the Lyceum Dominanta Vashchenko Svetlana was killed. Svetlana Anatolievna was a teacher devoted to her profession, a kind and sensitive person who gave care, attention, and love to children every day, her colleagues wrote. Now, a Ukrainian intelligence update. The Russian economy's dependence on energy and metal exports, most of which are sold to China, makes it increasingly vulnerable to fluctuations in demand in the Chinese market and increases its dependence on Beijing. Up next, some crazy FPV drone footage. Russians could have had the best dentists in the world, but they chose to spend money on funding the war. This Russian soldier no longer requires a dentist for sure. Lossar Group destroy Russian Buk M3 and Osay air defense systems in Kherson region. During the night shift 11 to 12 November 2025, on the Kherson front, reconnaissance spotted 2 enemy air defense systems, an OSA near Novokivka, about 51 kilometers from the front line. a Buk M3 near Ulyanivka, about 50 kilometers from the front line. The targets were taken out by night strike bomber drones operated by Lasar Group of the National Guard of Ukraine. Both systems were successfully destroyed. Thanks for listening to Ukraine, the Dark and Light. Please like, subscribe, and share.